Hi, today we'll be talking about how to find the surface area of a rectangular prism. What I'm holding in my hand is a rectangular prism. And we see these examples in our everyday life, in our classrooms, at our homes. I have some examples for you here of tissue boxes, your ronzoni pasta that your mom makes for dinner. It comes in a rectangular prism, or another word for it is a box. A book is also shaped in rectangular prism shape, and your jewelry box. Okay, I have covered this rectangular prism with different color for you to see some of the sides that are the same. How many sides does this rectangular prism have?
6.
Yes, it has 6 sides. And are any of the sides the same?
Yeah, 2 of each.
2 of each, right. So you have, see here that I covered the top and the bottom as your purple sides that are the same. Your front, your green, and your back that are also the same. And your left, your orange side, and your right are also the third pair of sides that are the same. And how do we measure the area of, let's say, the front rectangle?
Length times width, or base times height?
Right. So this is your length, and this is your width. This will be your height. So the area is measured in length times width, or base times height. How do we, what is area measured in? What units?
Centimeter squared?
Okay, it could be centimeters squared, it could be inches squared, or feet squared. The most important concept to remember is that area is measured in square units. Okay, and here I have created this box for you on a smartboard where we will take it apart by the same sides, find the area of each of the identical sides, and then derive our formula for surface area of the entire rectangular prism. Okay? Let's take a look at this box. So this is your front and your back, the green sides. Your top, the purple side, and your bottom will be here. And your left and your right sides. Okay? This will be your length, this will be your width, and this is your height. Let's take our first pair of identical sides. Let's look at our front and our back. And we could take it apart. Here we have our first side. How do we find the area of this side, of our front side? Well, as we have spoken before, we just said that it's length times width, but here will be length times height. In this case, because it's a 3D figure. So the area for this rectangle is length times height. And remember, we have 2 of these sides that are identical. They're the same, your front and your back. So we will multiply this by 2. Okay, now we will look at our second pair of identical sides, which is your left and your right. Let's take our right side out and bring it here. Here, the area is width times height. And since we said that your left side and your right side will be the same, we have to multiply this area by 2. Okay? Now we have our third pair of sides that are the same left to calculate the area of those 2 pairs. And what are they? We already took the front and our back, which is here. We took our left and our right, which is over here. And now we're going to take one of these sides, your top and your bottom. We're taking both of them. But just to show you, I will be pulling them out. If it pulls out. Here. Okay? Let's just use eraser calculate the area of this side as well. The area here is length times width. And we have both the top and the bottom. Here's your top, the purple. Here's your bottom. We multiply it by 2 because it's two sides that are the same. Basically, we've taken our rectangular prism apart to come up with the area of all of the sides. Now, to find the surface area, we put all of these areas together. We add them. And here is the formula. Surface area, which is denoted by SA, equals, let's take our first area of the two sides, 2 times length times height, plus 2 times width times height. Okay, let's move this up a bit so we have some room. Okay, plus 2 times width times height, and then our third pair, which is 2 times length times width. Okay, this is your area. This is your formula for surface area. We have just combined the areas that we find for each of the sides: your top and your bottom, your left and your right, and your front and your back. Which is here. This is the top and the bottom. Let's do an example because this is just the formula. Let's say our length is 6 centimeters. Always denote what is it in inches, centimeters, feet, or it could be other measurements. Your width is 3 centimeters, and your height is 4 centimeters. Okay, now let's try to plug it in. 2 times length, 6, times height, 4, plus 2 times our width, 3, times our height, which is 4, plus our last pair, 2 times length, 6, times width, times 3. Okay? And now, after we calculate this, we can write surface area here again. Equals. After we calculate this, our result is 108 centimeters. And remember what we said at the beginning of the lesson, that area is calculated and measured in square units, so centimeters squared. Therefore, your surface area equal to 108 centimeters squared. Okay, so here we derive the formula by taking apart the rectangular prism and its sides. And here we have plugged in our values of length, width, and height to find the actual surface area of our rectangular prism. Now what I want you to do in your group work is everyone will get a worksheet, and the part 1 of this worksheet, each group will be getting a box, a rectangular prism. I want the students who will be measuring in your groups, and you will be assigned the side, the length, the height, and the width. Another student will be recording the information. The third student will be putting together the surface area formula, and I want you to all make sure that you're all working on this worksheet together, because I could pick on any one of you at any point, and I want you to know what you're doing in your groups. And I want you to then write all of your information that you got, especially your surface area, how you derive your surface area of your rectangular prisms, on chart paper that will be provided to you. Your second part of this worksheet is to work on problems that involve surface area that you will see on your tests. So therefore, this is what we will be doing right now. Please start working, and thank you very much.